It is the continuation of the respiratory system, and today we will study about the respiratory cycle. The respiratory cycle consists of inhalation and exhalation, inspiration and expiration. In adult, the breathing rate is 12 to 18 times per minute, and in newly born baby it is 60 times per minute. Breathing rate may increases when the carbon dioxide content is increasing in the blood. So first we will see about the inspiration or inhalation. Inspiration is the result of increase in thoracic cavity, and this is due to the combined action of ribs and diaphragm. Ribs and diaphragm. When we breathe in, the ribs move upward and outward, and between the ribs, external intercostal muscle present stretched. Thus, it increases the chest cavity. The diaphragm, a sheet of muscular tissue which normally remain arched like dome, and this is towards the base of the lungs. When this contract and get flattened during inhalation, it becomes almost horizontal plane towards the base of the lungs. Thus, it increases the chest cavity. When the diaphragm flattens, when the diaphragm gets flattened, it presses inside the abdominal organ. And what are the abdominal organ? This includes liver, stomach, large intestine, small intestine, spleen, etc. So it presses inside, and the abdominal muscles get relaxed and abdominal wall move outward, thus increases the chest cavity. Decreased pressure inside the lungs draws the air inward. The outside air being at a greater pressure rushes in to equalize the pressure. So, when chest cavity increases, the pressure inside the lung decreases, and that's why the atmospheric air rushes in to equalize the pressure. And the next we will see about the expiration or exhalation is the result of reverse movements of the rib and diaphragm. As I have said, in inhalation, rib moves upward and outward, and the external intercostal muscle present between the ribs get stretched, and that's why it increases the chest cavity. So in expiration, it is the just opposite movement taking place. The external intercostal muscle here relaxed, which was stretched, and the ribs move inward. It comes back in its original position automatically. The diaphragm is relaxed and move upward to dome-like outline. It will be moving upward to dome-like outline. As a consequence of the above mentioned movement of ribs and diaphragm, the volume of the thoracic cavity decreases. Now the thoracic cavity will be decreasing, and the lungs get compressed forcing the air to move out. Forcing the air to move out. Chest cavity decreases, lungs get compressed, forcing the air to move out. And next we will see about the control of breathing movement. The breathing movements are largely controlled by respiratory center, which is located in the medulla oblongata of the brain. This center is stimulated by the carbon dioxide content of the blood. More the carbon dioxide content in the blood, breathing rate will be faster. The breathing movements are normally not under our control. It is involuntary action and it goes on itself. For sometimes one can hold the breath and control it, but for a certain limit and for longer period no one can hold it. Next we will see about the effect of altitude on breathing. As you know that when we go higher up, the air we breathe decreases in pressure accompanied by a gradual decrease in oxygen content. At about 4,500 meters high above the sea level, one can suffer from air sickness, which lack of oxygen leads to dizziness, unsteady vision, loss of hearing, lack of muscular coordination, and even complete blackout. Hypoxia and asphyxiation. Hypoxia and asphyxiation. First, we will see the term hypoxia. Sometimes you will be asked to explain this term or define this term. What is hypoxia? Hypoxia is the deficiency of oxygen reaching to the tissues. So, when we sit in crowded room with poor ventilation, one may feel this condition. Means this situation may occur. The oxygen will be very less to reach the tissues and one can get the suffocating. Next is asphyxiation. Is a condition in which the blood becomes more venous. Venous means poisonous by accumulation of more carbon dioxide. And this happens due to strangulation, drowning, or any obstruction in the respiratory passage. The oxygen is not able to reach in the cells and tissues. We may feel this situation, we may feel it. If it is not removed soon, this may lead to death. And next, some experiments on breathing and respiration. So first we will see to demonstrate that water is lost during breathing. Take a mirror and gently breathe it out, especially during the morning. And you will see their fog-like structure and it may condense and form the droplets of water. So this shows loss of water during breathing out. To demonstrate that carbon dioxide is given out in breathing, for this you can see here setup is apparatus is set here. Two conical flask is taken and in both lime water is put and a glass tube inserted. Another glass tube is joining to the both conical flask and a mouth in between, opening in between the glass tube, and a clip is put here, C and D. First, clip C is closed here. This is closed here. So, no, sorry. So, clip D is closed here, and from the mouth, air is sucked in. So, here the pressure of the air will be decreasing since the air is sucked in, and the atmospheric air is rushes inside with causing the air bubble here. Next, now this clip C is closed and D is open. Now from the mouth, blow in the air which will reach to this conical flask at least 10 times. If you repeat it, the lime water present here turn milky. This shows that breathing out gives more carbon dioxide than present in the atmospheric air. So here, if you take the air, breathe in the air, this will be, air pressure will be decreasing here and the atmospheric air will be rushing in, but it doesn't change milky in color because in the atmosphere very less carbon dioxide is present, like 0.03 percentage. But when we blow in, the carbon dioxide present in blowing out air is more, and that's why the lime water turns milky here. Next, to demonstrate the action of diaphragm during breathing. Here you can see the apparatus. A glass bottle is taken and a tube, bifurcated or Y-shaped tube is inserted with balloon tied here, which shows or represent the lungs. Same apparatus is taken here, and here at the bottom of this bottle a rubber sheet is tied. When you pull which acts like diaphragm, when you pull this rubber sheet down, the air from outside rushes in and fills the lungs or the balloon tied here and it get expanded. But when you leave this rubber sheet which moves towards the lungs, that is actually representing the diaphragm. So when the cavity decreases, the air is rushes out and the balloon is now inflated. Or the air, when it is removed, or as in breathing movement, when we breathe out, the lungs get contracted. And next, to demonstrate the volume of expired air. When we blow here, first of all, we set up an apparatus, take a bottle filled with water and glass tube is inserted here. Another glass tube is set here in this way, and a container kept here so that the water it move from here and fall here. So here we blow the air which take place and push the water through this tube and it falls in another container. So this water can be measured, volume of water can be measured, and that will show the expired air. It can measure the expired air. Next, to show that oxygen is taken in by animals during respiration. For this, we have to take two conical flasks. In one we put the alive cockroach, and in other conical flask we keep the dead cockroach. Dead cockroach is soaked in formalin so that it will prevent the bacterial decay. Now, this cork is put here, made it airtight and kept for few hours. After that, a burning candle is inserted or suspended with a thread and again made it airtight in both flasks. Now you have to measure the time. You have to count the. You have to measure the time. How when this burning candle is go out, and this also the same. So here the burning candle will be put off faster than this, because here the animal was alive. So during respiration it takes the oxygen, and so that the burning candle will be put off faster than the next conical flask, where the burning candle continue to burn for longer time. Dear student, here I complete this lesson, and this is the complete of portion of syllabus also. Now please do the exercise. Any doubt you can ask me. Thank you.